More now on the race for the Democratic nomination. Hillary Clinton getting closer to delivering a knockout punch to Bernie Sanders, but not yet. And Sanders suggesting Clinton would have to adopt a more progressive agenda if she wants his support. Let's bring in Shira Center. She's the political director, or I should say political editor for the Boston Globe. Hi again, Shira. Nice to see you.
It's good to see you, too. Thank you for having me.
More progressive agenda. Are there specifics here?
Yeah, well, obviously, one of the most important, one of the biggest themes that Sanders has brought up on the campaign trail is income inequality and the fight against Wall Street. I mean, all of these issues he would like to see Hillary Clinton talk about more, as he said, to win his support in the future. You know, that's a problem for Hillary Clinton. As a former U.S. Senator from New York, she worked with a lot of these banks and she worked with Wall Street frequently. So in many ways, he's asking for a whole lot from her to get his support in the long run.
Do we have a sense yet for how far she's willing to go?
I think Hillary Clinton, as she's shown, is for political expediency in a lot of ways, but she doesn't stray in the end too far from her moderate roots. In the end, she is a political moderate, so I think anything too far to the left is going to seem really inauthentic. What I think she's going to do instead, perhaps, is to pick a number 2 on the ticket that really reflects where the left wing of the Democratic Party is going. And I think that, yeah.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that for a couple reasons. First, if she's making a gamble, which it seems like from her most recent comments, it's not even a gamble anymore, that Trump is going to be the GOP nominee, she's going to have to worry about independence a lot less than she would have having to face a John Kasich on the other end of the ticket. Instead, she's going to be thinking about energizing the party's base to come out to vote for her candidacy. And the energy in the Democratic Party right now is on the far left.
Well, with the leak to the Times, or the talk with the Times over the weekend about VP picks, they clearly want us to start talking about that. But that's not where they are in this campaign. It's way early for that. They don't know yet who they need, do they?
No. They don't know yet. I think if anyone says they know who Hillary Clinton's going to pick as her vice presidential pick, they are lying. It's just impossible to know because so much can happen between now and the end of the summer. Let's also remember the timing of when these things usually happen. Sometimes they're July, sometimes they're in August, but the Republican National Convention, which looks like could very well be headed to a contested convention, is going to be the week before the Democratic National Convention in Philly. So she most likely, and this is not source, but she most likely would probably wait to see what comes out of that before she makes her pick.
Yeah, and it might be helpful to first know who the Republican nominee is going to be, because there are all different kinds of people working up in here. I mean, if in a Ted Cruz world, you know, they have evangelicals and the more hardcore right. In Donald Trump, you have this mix of everybody, and who the heck knows who it's going to be. I mean, to even begin speculating on such, that they would drop this in the Times and people would take it seriously over the weekend seemed to me a little disingenuous, you know?
Well, there's that. I think it's certainly part of a greater strategy, as you just pointed out in the last segment, that she wants to move on to the general election. She wants to make it seem like it's all sewn up. And, you know, in the end, it's something for people to talk about surrounding her candidacy. It certainly keeps tongues wagging in Washington.
Yeah, that's for sure. Shira Center from the Boston Globe, live from Boston this afternoon. Good to see you. Thanks.